You can't go wrong there. Please, please, please by Sabrina Carpenter. But that is not all right now. Who am I joined with?
Hello, how's it going?
It is Timmy, and
Yo.
do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am an artist from the northeast of England, and yeah, make music.
Indeed, and you have got a pretty cool debut album
Yeah.
in the works, coming out real soon. Do you mind explaining to me
Yeah,
about it?
so it's a straight up concept album, like storybook. First, like from a prologue to an epilogue with like 10 chapters. So it flows a bit like if you listen to like Sergeant Pepper or something. It flows like that, and it's all based on like Roald Dahl style storytelling, but with loads of just different styles of music. Everything from stuff that sounds Slipknot-y to stuff that sounds like Kendrick Lamar, Eminem-y. It feels a bit like The Wall, but in like its own kind of world, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. And obviously, I noticed when I was reading up about it and listening to your most latest single, which we'll get into in a second, there does seem to be a little bit of a connection with nature.
Okay.
Am I right in saying that? I feel
Okay,
like with
yeah.
the bird song and those kind
Yeah.
of things, I'm just curious, is that kind of part of this overarching narrative that you're trying to tell with this?
Totally. I mean, this song on the record is very much like a pivot track. So everything before is very, very manic. And then this song is the smooth song, which goes nicely into the back end of the narrative. So we go from a lot of fast tempos and crazy switches to more slow tempos and smooth switches.
Yeah.
So this song actually has like My Sister's Cat in the chorus,
Oh, wow.
which I've mixed with like dolphins and like bird noises and
Yeah.
stuff. So when those 12-string acoustics come in, it really lifts up, and it's like you listen to it, it's like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, speaking of, this is your latest single, and we're going to hear from that shortly, and you've been telling us about that. Can you tell me a little bit about how you found the kind of production of this song specifically, and this project? Has it been different to work in your past at all?
Yeah, well, it was really hard to make because, I mean, writing something with a full narrative from front to back is a lot of like mental load. I mean, I completely messed up my nervous system in the process, but hey, anything for the art, I guess. But with this song, I actually wanted to really keep it raw and stripped back. I don't know if you guys know much about like music production, but I didn't do a lot of like heavy quantizing and time aligning. I very much went like I was playing the instruments, left it real laid back, so it's kind of got a lot of movement to it. It's not like super tight to the grid. It kind of flows and feels like it's
Yeah.
floating. There is songs on the record that are a bit tighter, but the overall raw like theme of everything was just to keep it all raw. Even though it's got a lot of different styles and a lot of layers, like very maximalism, it's still done in a way that's supposed to have a lot of impact. Like not a lot of reverb on the front part of the record. I think as it gets slower, as it goes on, I slowly put more and more reverb on the
Yeah.
vocal. But yeah, and it's all self-produced. Like I played every instrument on it, mixed it all, mastered it myself.
Now, obviously, you hear artists saying all the time, they put so much of themselves into the music, and with that, the music really represents them. But I feel like in your case, especially with this project, that's especially true. I mean, how do you find that you kind of have represented and shown yourself in this album that's coming?
Well, it's my story. Like, there's songs from my childhood on it. There's like songs about being in school, as both primary school and secondary school for people in the UK. Yeah, it's got everything from like my early teens to my like mid childhoods to my late teens to my young adult self, and just kind of, yeah, each song is like a chapter of my life, really, because they're all based on like the cards you were dealt, and that's very much the theme of it. Like, these are the cards you were dealt, and it's about kind of reflecting on it and being like, don't be a pawn to those cards. So yeah.
And obviously, with your debut album, I mean, this has got to be something pretty exciting for you. What are you most looking forward to about getting this out there into the world?
The reactions, the ones I've got so far. Like, I did a press interview yesterday with a girl, and she was saying, "This is the most outrageous debut album I've ever heard." And I'm like, yeah. That's one word I would give it. Outrageous. It's definitely, you won't forget it. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah, I can understand that. It is very unique, but in an incredible way. And if people want to find out more about you, or they want to pre-save this, find it online,
Yeah.
where can they do all
Well,
that?
I would say follow me on Instagram at the artist Timmy. That's very much where the core of my everything is in terms of my music and just everything I post. I mean, I'm on TikTok and stuff as well, all just under the artist Timmy. My Spotify is just Timmy on its own. Yeah, but it's all based around that ecosystem.
Brilliant. And while you're here and you got the chance to speak to the lovely people of Sunderland, is there anything else you'd kind of like to say and add on to this?
Mind the gap. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, just it's very real. It's very Northeast England. It's all based around here. There's a lot of like, I mean, northern slang in all of the lyrics. I very much lent into that. I feel like my voice kind of sounds like a hybrid of all of these American singers and vocalists, like people like Axl Rose and stuff, and Kendrick Lamar, and just everything that I basically grew up listening to, but with this like northern slang into it, which I think gives me my own DNA, especially as a vocalist, which makes me like stand out.
Very much rooted in your identity.
Yeah.
It's one to be excited for 100%. And speaking of, Timmy, we have got the song coming up in just a few minutes. Well, right now pretty much. But I want to say thank you very much for coming on. It's lovely speaking to you. And I tell you what, I can't wait for this album. It's going to be
cheers, man.
pretty sick. And as well as that, it does bring towards the closing of the show today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. As I said, don't go anywhere. Lewis Smith is on the way soon. Right now, though, let's get into it. It's The Sun by Timmy on Spark.